The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
What up? We back with another episode of the... Damn, man, I forgot. I'm about to say Standing Ain't Law.
Yeah,
What's up?
All discombobulated.
Another episode of the best podcast in the world, Conceited Knowbody. I done forgot how I usually kick this shit off, man. Oh yeah. Hey, I'm like you said, I'm discombobulated. Another fantastic, best podcast you never heard of, the Conceited Knowbody. You already know who I am. This is Tours, aka the commodity, aka the blueprint. Hey, nigga, I'm fucked up.
They already was saying the song had a glitch when he was staring into the camera. He said they gonna start saying,
hey man, they gonna say I'm an Illuminati. Say I've been cloned and shit. Hey, what's happening though? This is Latours. You already know who I am. Hey, I'm all fucked up. We all to a motherfucking late start. If you listening live, we like to extend our apologies. We got a little mixed up as far as our team situation. Shout out to Assad. I don't know where he at. Well, I know where he at. I don't know if he coming. He said he gonna try to make it. We had a very, very busy day today. Shout out to Juvie. He ain't here. He definitely gonna introduce himself.
Definitely in here, man. What up? Your boy is back. It's Kodak Juvie. I ain't gonna let Latar still be on there. He over here glitching. Man.
Hey, man.
Track, man. What's up, boy? Man, how everybody doing? Man, what you get into this past weekend? Oh, we gonna fight some fights this past weekend?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna turn your mic up. This shit ain't getting no shit over here. Yeah, I ain't do shit, man. On some chill shit. Well, we did the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all gonna excuse these first few minutes of this shit. Between me sharing the app and us having that fake what you do this weekend conversation, we gonna get this shit cracking. It's me and Juvie, we in the car driving. You know, this weekend was cool, man. It was we got to hang out with the children, trying to get back to the community.
Yeah, that's what we did.
We did the little champions camp, the boxing camp. Turned out wasn't what I liked it to be, but it was good for the children who was there.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to you, man. You got out there, got busy with the camera. Shout out to you, Malcolm, and Willie, man. Of course, Jason, Nutrition Plus, Perry. Man, people be taking shit for granted. And what I mean that on two sides of things. For one, Malcolm, he in training camp for a fight.
Yeah.
He came out there and did his little thing, helped out. You out here with a broke leg. You came out, did the same shit. Willie in training camp too, I think.
Yeah.
I know he said he had a fight coming up in August. I think. He got a fight coming up. I think he's going to Georgia fight.
Oh, yeah, he did say that. He did say that.
But I don't take that shit for granted, man, because I know motherfuckers be having busy schedules. And y'all did it on the strength. Like, unless Jason paid y'all on the table, I think y'all did it for free.
Man, shit. Hey, I had so much shit to do this weekend, for real. But I'm like, I don't know, man. Something compelled me to go do this shit, finish doing that shit. And I'm like, it could be shit that started something good, you know what I'm saying? Shit, as far as like, shit, I'm just trying to think down the line type shit. And, hopefully they don't run off on the plug on the nigga.
Right.
They go like a fed throwing out. But I'm just thinking down the line where it's like, we finally started getting them pictures of them kids and they're getting the videos and stuff out there where everybody, that's when they really started catching everybody's interest. Like, it's happening that day where like we was doing the flyer, we was talking about it and stuff, but motherfuckers, as you see, motherfuckers really don't, they see shit, but motherfuckers really don't be, you know what I mean? I don't know, like motherfuckers really don't stop and read shit.
I know. Motherfuckers was like, somebody sent a message to the Standing Ain't Live page talking about where the camp at. Hey, I ain't mean shit. It was 2 hours after the camp. I ain't respond to that shit.
Yeah, like, man, come on.
But that's how people is, man. People gotta see shit in motion before they want to hop on board. Before we continue, let's give a shout out to Corey, Mr. GQ Fresh. He came through, hollered at us before he attended to his business today. Shout out to Corey stopping through. This weekend. You checked out the fights. I checked out the
fights.
fights. Shout out to Cardi B, nigga. Shout out to Cardi B. She just finessed the fuck out of Indianapolis, man.
Damn.
Hey, listen.
Talk about running off with a man.
Running off on the motherfucking plug.
Damn.
Out. Oh, I'm glad I'm not a celebrity worshiper or somebody who get off into this throwing your hands in the air and waving around like you just don't care. Cardi B, she was supposed to be in concert tonight. Where was she supposed to be at? Banker's Life?
Banker's Life?
Banker's Life Field. The hot girls, the city girls. Who are the girls? Who the girls this year, man? It's the hot girls.
The hot girls,
beefing with
the hot girls and the city girls.
Hey, listen.
I don't know what Cardi B people call it, so I don't know if they like it.
I don't think they got. I think they just the Bardys.
Yeah.
The Bardys are very upset right now. I don't know the details to what exactly occurred, but Cardi B, she is supposed to be in concert tonight in Indianapolis. They said it was postponed. Fox 59 said that Cardi B. Hold on, let me see. Those with tickets to Cardi B Indianapolis concert will have to wait a while to see the Grammy-winning rapper. Bankers Life Fieldhouse announced, and then on Twitter. On Twitter, the Tuesday night show has been rescheduled for September 11th.
Hold on. You hear about that?
What? Nah, hell no. I blame Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
There's a rumor going on that it was a bomb threat that took place. I have no idea who's trying to take Cardi out.
That's crazy.
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm confused. I'm very confused.
Damn.
But they said, I mean, that's an allegation. I don't know. I ain't gonna act like I know what's going on with that shit. But bottom line, Cardi not here. I don't know. Listen, nigga, I was just fucking around on Twitter looking at her, and she posted 5 hours ago, "Hey guys, make sure you watch the debate tonight."
Huh?
I believe that she's talking about the Bernie Sanders shit. They said that they was up in.
Oh.
They said that they was in, I think Michigan. I'm not sure, but Cardi B. This is how. See, we going to go into a whole nother story right here, and coincidentally, man, it's going to go into a lot of places. Bernie Sanders, he was like last year, everybody's favorite old white man, because he was saying all the shit that had niggas in a flux ready to jump on his bandwagon. I said last year, but I mean last presidential election. It was a decision between Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton. And it was like the toughest thing for niggas to choose between. Bernie Sanders had niggas like he's on our side, he's our new savior, because you know, something about niggas be looking for a hero out of these white people. It's astonishing to me. But they said that, I'm not sure because I haven't read too much into it, but they said that Cardi B shot some kind of public service commercial or some kind of commercial with Bernie Sanders trying to like get him, like, I guess, gravitate to her demographic. You know what I'm saying? When
Cardi?
Yeah. When these politicians like start fucking with niggas and shit, it's to push their own agendas. Bernie Sanders, man. I gotta Google Bernie Sanders, man. Do you know who Bernie Sanders is?
Man, shit. I don't know nothing about that nigga. I know he a politician.
Yeah, he ain't important. I ain't gonna.
He ran for presidency or something. He tried or some shit, right? He ran against. He didn't make it to the fucking whatchamacallit, whatever the case may be. Like he was.
He was the primary. He was a Democrat candidate. He was going against Hillary Clinton. Cardi B joins Bernie Sanders for campaign video and talks student debt, climate change, and minimum wage.
What?
Cardi.
What?
This bitch just last year she was throwing shoes at the fashion show.
Oh yeah.
She says occur. She's a fucking. This is like an insult to people's intelligence. For one, we know that politics in the United States is a fucking joke.
Hey, man,
it's a fucking joke. It's a charade.
This is gonna keep getting crazy. After when Trump was the president, I think he's just gonna keep They gonna keep doing shit, man.
After that, first off, we all know that the presidency is just a figurehead position. I said that after Trump, shout out to Sal, he said be here in 5 minutes. I wish he was here for this particular part of the conversation because I know he has something cool to say. When I seen Donald Trump became the president, I've always known, well, ever since I've been thinking for myself and understanding how this system works, that it's been a joke. If you don't know how the Electoral College works, do you know what the Electoral College is?
Yes and no.
A lot of people don't know, but in the central United States, they give the voters or the citizens, you know how the little play phone and shit you get when you're a child, you really think you talking on, or when or you got a little brother, you give him the controller that's unplugged and he think you playing
with the popper thing.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, you know how you think you got a little cousin, little brother who playing the game. You think he is, but the game unplugged and shit, and you playing, you ain't got shit going on, but you keep telling him good job, he's happy as shit.
Yeah, that's how that is.
On the presidential level, that's how voting is. You have what's called a popular vote.
Or better yet, when your mama cleaning up the house,
and
then she give you the thing that act make you think you cleaning up too, help it clean it up.
Fortunately, I was never a part of that situation, but I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But nah, look, they have what's called the popular vote, and that's like the just the regular voters going and vote. And this is only in the context of the presidential election. The people who really decide the president are the electors. It's called electoral vote. I think that's made up of the state representatives and the senators.
Right.
Each state has a certain amount of people who represent their state. Of course, states, and I think it's based on population, so like New York, Texas. It's certain states that are
like
very
2 or 1 or something like that. Don't that be like the max?
2 and 1 be like, that's the senators. It's 2 senators for each state, but I can't remember the amount of representatives. But bottom line, before I get talking about some shit, like talking about specifics that I don't like, really don't try to listen to this shit at the same time, make sure we sound cool. But the electors they pick, like the senators, representatives, they the ones who actually pick the presidents, whatever. So you can win the popular vote, which is the citizens' votes,
Right.
which Al Gore did back in the election when Bush beat him. And I'm pretty sure that Hillary Clinton won popular vote last year. So for instance, say the majority of the citizens vote for one particular person, but since the electors, which are a part of Electoral College, vote
Definitely.
That's whose person wins. As clear as I could be. So, you know, you use a car. It's so simple and shit that I be feeling like it's something I'm missing. Like, I'm like, if everybody realizes that their vote don't mean shit. Ideally, your vote is supposed to influence the Electoral College in your state, and they supposed to vote on your behalf. That's the whole thing. It's like 10 of us gonna tell this one person, we want you to do this, and you go do it. But this person, he could be influenced by, like, say, for instance, a presidential candidate promises him a position if you get me your vote. You know what I'm saying? There's so many things going to it and stuff that dictates votes. I'm
thinking shit, he can be influenced off of shit he watched on TV that morning or something.
Yeah. Or what they call, damn, what the fuck they call. Anyway, man, they don't ever do it for the best interest. It's silly and shit because when they first started doing this shit, it was like when it was just a certain amount of colonies and they felt like the people weren't politically astute enough or aware of what was going on enough to make decisions for themselves, and that's still the system that's going on. Back to the Cardi B shit. Senator Bernie Sanders on Monday teamed up with rapper Cardi B to film a 2020 presidential campaign video meant to appeal to young voters. We are working on a way to involve more young people in the political process, the Vermont Independent told CNN in an interview as he arrived for the shoot. The future of America depends on young people. They are voting in large numbers, but not large enough numbers. He said that he and Cardi B spoke about the range of issues, including canceling student debt. They're never going to do that.
Hell no.
Climate change. People don't know that climate change, I'm going to tell you, climate change is a human thing. It's not somebody spraying hairspray and shit's fucking up. If you don't believe me, look up HARP. We've discussed this before. And the last one was raising the minimum wage. It's been a lot of people who've been talking about minimum wage. Minimum wage should be this, minimum wage should be that.
Yeah.
I don't know what healthy adult is aiming for minimum wage. Like when are you, who's in a, how much is minimum wage, do you know?
I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, I mean, in my mind, it's like $7 some change, man. Like, I don't even know. But like, what are you like?
What I'm gonna do?
Where the fuck do you work at to get minimum wage as an adult? Like, where in the fuck are you at? Like, man, we need a raise.
I'm thinking like a snow cone shop or something.
Yeah, like people don't understand. Minimum wage is like the absolute minimum wage. So a motherfucker like, look, I'm gonna pay you as low as I can. You as a human being with a brain shouldn't even be involved in that place at all. You should have no desire to take part in that establishment as a worker anyway. So to try to get a raise, to try to get a raise on minimum wage is like, man, I don't even know what to compare it to, man. It's like the most lowly, goofy shit, I think. Yeah. We all capable, nobody want to work, but we all capable of getting decent jobs where we ain't got to be begging to have the minimum wage raised. Yeah. But it's things like this, man, that they, like, I don't understand, like, I understand him using black people. Historically, the Democrat Party has always taken advantage of black people under the guise that they care for black people. Yeah. We've talked about it before, how black people go to the polls to vote. They don't give a shit about the policies, the politics, or anything. They see a D, they check it. They go straight down. My mother do that shit. Yeah. I don't know if she still vote, but, and I thought I was a Democrat just because I inherited that shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But black people, they historically taken advantage of us. When Bill Clinton was running, he was in Arsenio Hall playing a saxophone. Niggas like, man, he on Arsenio Hall playing a saxophone. We seen Hillary Clinton doing the whipping and nay-nay.
Oh, yeah, that corny shit.
I mean, this what they do, man. It's simple shit, man. They can
shit to get everybody like, oh!
Listen, man, we always know that, and niggas always like when white people do some nigga like shit on everything, everything, basically.
They like us.
If Bernie Sanders moonwalk to the poll, niggas gonna lose their goddamn mind, man.
Come on.
Let Bernie Sanders come out in the Thriller jacket and see what the fuck happened. Watch what happened. And this shit is so crazy. Hey, niggas will start wearing FUBU again if you come out in FUBU. But look, I don't think he thought this one through though. The Cardi B shit. Cardi B is good at being Cardi B. Yeah. I don't want to see Cardi B out here sitting around with Bernie Sanders. Like, look at this picture right here, man. Bernie Sanders is at least 200 years old.
What is he doing, man?
I don't, for one, Cardi B fan. Who is her fan base? Her core fan base are idiots, for lack of a better word. For lack of a better word. If you are a Cardi B fan, I'm not looking to you as an intelligent thinker. I don't give a fuck how people take that. No one intelligent is running around here talking about I'm a Barty. In any type of fucking fan base, you have to be, when you be so fucking pushed to one side to where you going crazy for this particular person, a fanatic. I'll cut my shit off a fan. I'm a fan of something, but I'm never a fanatic. I never lose my mind over shit. I don't think Bernie Sanders thought this through completely when he chose Cardi B as his nigger. I think he could Cardi B said, I've been reading about Bernie Sanders and I'm really sad how we let him down in 2016.
What?
This man has been fighting for equal rights, human rights for such a long time. Seeing this country become a better place, been really his passion for a long time. Not a new front for a campaign. Cardi B, if you're looking at Cardi B for political advice,
I'm trying to think of what demographics he was going for. Like, what color?
he said the young niggas.
I mean,
Yeah.
man, come on.
Exactly though, like, what the fuck? Like, think of everybody who you know who like Cardi B.
So get me, try to get me. Try to do their best to get Meek.
Man.
You feel me?
Exactly,
on, man.
exactly. Get somebody who got just seem like they got some stuff. Have you ever heard Cardi B say anything intelligent? I ain't listen to Cardi B. Right, that bitch.
Press.
Man.
Nah, but shit. Nah, man. You
Real shit.
I don't know where he was going with that one, man. If we being all the way honest, like.
I mean.
I see what come on, man. Let's be.
It's
yeah, you gonna put him in a chair and slap the shit out of him, man. Be like, come on, man. Like, what was you thinking?
And recently, when actually pressed for his thoughts on reparations, on black people receiving reparations, which coincidentally is a big topic in the news today, he says he wants he think that
What?
Bernie, he always walks on eggshells when it comes up on reparations for black people. Like, he want to play like he's some super nigger lover. And then when they ask him about black people receiving reparations, he says something to the effect of everybody should get reparations. It becomes inclusive. It's not just about him appealing to the black community and shit. It turns into we are the world. You know what I'm saying? It's no longer we in the same gang or stop the violence, we are the world. Yeah. And what he's trying to do, I mean, he does what politicians typically do. They pimp black people.
Right.
He's trying not to lose a white fan base because you know how offensive it is for a white politician to say black people should get repaid for slavery. Yeah, you got some white lady running around here saying certain shit, but they say just enough, man, to appeal to black people who don't think deeply, who don't search beneath the surface. And it's crazy how after all this time in this country, all the broken promises and all the historical lies that we've seen, these niggas still keep falling for the same lie.
Same shit.
It's crazy. And even
it's like you're for like one of the mouse traps, you got multiple mouses. Like
everybody standing in that shit.
Yeah,
you seen Mickey over there, Mighty Mouse, nigga.
You see a motherfucker over there jumping, falling in the cage one by one, falling in this damn bucket. But you gonna go over there because it's a goddamn peanut on top of that thing.
Word, nigga, you just see the last motherfucker.
That's how they be treating niggas, man. That shit sad, man. That shit a damn shame.
Not to be outdone, the motherfucking mighty Donald Trump.
Oh, they call him the Great White Hope.
We all heard about the about the ASAP Rocky shit. I was just asking y'all about that because I'm not too familiar. It's certain shit, man, that if it ain't. I indulge in some bullshit, man, but I don't indulge in all bullshit. Nigga in trouble in Sweden, that ain't none of my motherfucking business. You do something in Sweden, nigga. Listen.
You get arrested in Sweden, nigga.
Yeah, I'm smart enough to know that when I'm driving up 67, going to Anderson, I slow the fuck down to Pendleton and Fortville. I know how to act in accordance with my environment.
Yeah.
Shout out to my motherfucking favorite Muslim entering the building.
Oh man, what the first line up? You got a
couple days.
Oh yeah.
We're here talking about Bernie Sanders. You hear about the Bernie Sanders and Cardi B team up?
No, but that makes sense.
Whoa, make it make sense. How does that make sense? I gotta see.
Once upon a time, somebody said somebody called Ja, and they was right. They was right. If you called. Like, these celebrities can help move the needle. Cardi will say some things in a voice, in a way where you can say the same thing as Bernie Sanders and black folk won't understand it. Cardi say it. Y'all just gotta go out and get y'all whatever shade and then keep that coochie clean, go out and vote. That's why they can't shut down Planned Parenthood. You know, something like that. Everybody, what? Planned Parenthood? You know, like, it's a voice that we listen to and they check in. So, and she has people's ears. So his message can be passed through her.
And we was just talking about how did he choose a Cardi B? Javar said it'd have been better off choosing a Meek Mill, which I agree with. Somebody who has a semblance of social consciousness. Nobody, have you ever heard Cardi B say anything
You write from a
that resonated?
You write from the logical standpoint. But here, no, being honest, I feel like they're up there. They're not looking for somebody who's gonna drop knowledge. They're looking for somebody who can just get you to listen, get the most ignorant of people to listen. And me, and as a woman too, something about a woman telling, like, they allow her to talk. Like, the way she talks is, I know it's happened before, but it's to a different level, man. Like, she will tell you every little bit of information that little girls don't need to hear, and she just don't care. And she's on Saturday Night Live, she's on Jimmy Kimmel, and they don't make her tone it down, so she gets away with being politically incorrect.
Why do you think that is?
She's a woman.
And you think
You allow a woman to talk crazy.
But don't you think there's an agenda though to push that kind of shit? But I was just talking about how they use black people when it's political time, when they know it's time to, and I was talking about Mr. Trump. Are you familiar with the A$AP Rocky situation?
A little fight, altercation, something over in Sweden, somewhere.
For some reason, niggas be going overseas and getting beat up by white boys. We seen
amazing.
What's his Future boy got dropped. His bodyguard got knocked out. One hitter quitter. Remember historically back in France, Dame Dash was out there getting bullied by them motherfuckers.
Unbelievable.
They be out here scoring points. A$AP Rocky, something about some I don't even know the details of it. Somebody was trying to beat him up and they whooped the dude. If he in jail, they won't let him out. Everybody ignorant. Donald Trump calling for bail. They don't have a bail system like we have here. Niggas just yelling shit. Donald Trump, not to be outdone by the support of black people from his opponents, posted a tweet. Donald Trump got, like, I see Donald Trump retweets and I be like, this is like a fake tweet, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't really say this. Yeah, and then I go to the actual account and he actually said it. Very disappointed Prime Minister Stefan Löfven for being unable to act. Man. Sweden has left our African, I hate even reading this part. Sweden has let our African American community down in the United States. Historically, we have been let down in this country in the United States by the United States. Come on, man. I watched the tapes of A$AP Rocky and he was being followed and harassed by troublemakers. Treat Americans fairly. # free Rocky. That shit had to confuse the shit out of niggas who hate Trump.
Yeah.
That had to confuse them. You know what I'm saying? It's like...
He said # free Rocky.
# free... He said, I seen what happened. Y'all ordered this.
A$AP Rocky with Jenner, one of the Kendall. One of the Jenner.
No, that's
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Yeah.
Hell no.
But the thing is how they...
Free Rocky.
And I must say, man, I'm in the minority, but I enjoy the shit show. I enjoy the Trump presidency.
Yeah,
I've been thoroughly entertained.
This shit
you always hear black people fuck
it's
Trump.
like being in a reality TV show.
And we was about to touch on it earlier. When I see Donald Trump become president, I said next thing you know, the next election is gonna be a monkey in the Oval Office because they just put anybody in there to see what the fuck people take.
See like watch how stupid it is. You know how like when you got a dog and like you make them do stupid shit, like where you got a light on the ground, they keep on doing stupid shit and like watch this, watch this.
The American people are like crackheads, where you get them like I'll give you $10 and shit if you wash these 3 cars with a toothbrush. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's gotten to that level, but just a little bit to the side.
Make America great again.
If it gets to another election, I said that the whole reason for Donald Trump is to make the next president, like, no matter who they put in office next, is going to be better than Donald Trump in people's eyes. Would you agree with that? Like with Bush, they had to have a Bush in order to have an Obama, to have a black man. Oh, yeah. It's you so desperate and shit with this that we'll take whatever you give us next.
Yeah.
Everything
so
works
they can
straight.
be like, well, you know it's going to take a little longer to fix these things. You can't
It's a
fix it
pimp
in one
mentality.
time.
You said
Slap
what?
you,
Hell
love
yeah.
They can't
slap
fix
you,
it in
love
one
you.
time.
Or
You know, they
disrespect
can-
you, love you, disrespect you, love you.
They be like,
Yeah.
well, this president fucked it up, so he got to do this. Okay, so he fucked it up this time, and now he got to do this, and it's going to take much longer to do this. But if we get another bad president, it's like, and you said,
And that's how it is.
with
That's
their
how it
head,
is,
they
man.
get
And that's
playing
how they
with
get
motherfuckers.
you thinking like it's a side that cares about you, Democrat, and it's a side that hates you, Republican. So they push them that bullshit
I
on you
wonder
like
what
this.
Asians vote for.
Asians.
Random. Yeah. I wonder if they're
Over
Democrat
there?
or Republican.
I
No,
wonder
over
how-
here.
over
The
here?
ones
Oh.
that out, you never see Asians in no march.
Man, they probably-
Cause
You
man,
never see the Mexicans. Well, the Mexicans did a little something Trump said, but I think they realized they
Yeah.
got hyped up by
Yeah.
black folks movement. They chilled out.
That's
Like,
some
they don't
crazy
need to be
shit,
known
though.
that they over here. It's like, look, we need to chill out.
we the only niggas who be trying to march for freedom like it's the '60s, and that's because we ain't got no direction. But it's good. It's interesting that you point out the Asians and even the Mexicans. The reason why these people don't have these movements is because they primarily came to this country.
Yeah.
They came intact. You know what I'm saying? They still know exactly where they came from. They know who their real relatives are. I was just telling somebody, it's Harrison and shit.
Man, you know what? That made so much sense when you said that shit. Like, you know, like
Yeah,
they,
yeah.
like they heritage and shit. Like, ain't nothing ever been taken from them. You know,
Hell
historically.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell
so they,
yeah.
whatever they've been doing ever since from the beginning, shit, they just been doing that shit. Where you took some motherfuckers 400 years ago, or however long ago it was, and took them and made them a whole new motherfucker, gave them a whole new, you know.
Whole new everything.
Everything,
Like
shit.
say for instance, my ancestors, owners. The owner name was Harrison, so he named everybody on the farm Harrison, whether we was related or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I'm running around thinking I'm related to motherfuckers who I was related to when we was back home. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, how that shit go, but it's disturbing how they play us and shit, and how we keep falling forward, man. Because it's really niggas out here legitimately thinking that Barry Sanders is going to save them and Donald Trump is going to kill them. It's so fucking childish and shit.
Good cop, bad cop.
And you do know, yeah, but it's amazing how niggas still fall for it. You know Cardi was supposed to be in concert tonight. We already touched upon it, but she canceled that shit.
You know what shit got canceled like
30 minutes.
30 minutes before the fucking shit supposed to jump off. But motherfuckers is out there right now.
We're here in India.
Hell, Baker's Life.
Baker's Life.
Oh man, what we doing here, bro? What's wrong with y'all? Let's ride out. She gonna be in Club Fusion. Shout out to Fusion.
Are you Fusion loyal?
I know downtown probably popping right now, full of little baddies.
Oh shit. Never mind. It doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Could you imagine yourself at Cardi B concert?
They said it was a bomb threat. They said international.
I support that bomb threat. I support that.
Well, I can't say that on here, but no. Let me say. Well,
The threat.
Would I go to Cardi concert? I think I would. In my younger days, let me be honest. In my younger days, I would have went.
Why?
Because of who's being attracted to the concert. Because that was something that coming up, the headliner, if it ain't somebody we like, it ain't cool to go. Then somebody hit me to the fact that, bro, when you go to events like this, you're not going for the event, you're going for who's there.
Ooh, bitches who slash your tire and bust your windows?
Look, man, you just gotta be careful. You know, I don't know. Like,
Man, listen.
I said younger days. I wouldn't go to no Cardi
Yeah.
concert now. Like, it just, no. Like, if you didn't trap me into that mental state years ago, like Lil Wayne or Wiz Khalifa, then you don't get that money from me now.
But Cardi, I mean, for me, it's and I don't even like. When I was young, I used to have this thing where, and I think that majority of people from my ilk thought like this, primarily from my area location of being raised. I thought that everybody down south was plumb retarded. I thought southern rappers was slow as shit, man.
Yeah.
So it was like certain shit I wouldn't fuck with on some intelligent level. You know what I'm saying? Like this how come I couldn't fuck with 3 6 Mafia?
Yeah.
This how come I couldn't get into no Pastor Troy's. And in all actuality, man, that when you listen to Master P rap, you hear idiot. But when you look at his business tactics, you see genius.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mature from that train of thought immensely, but it lingers. I hear Cardi B talking. She's not from down south, but I still hear fucking idiot.
She is. I mean, these artists here, because when you said 3 6 Mafia, that made me think, all right, why did I like 3 6? Because at that age, I had this aggression in me. I didn't know what it was about, and I felt like 3 6 allowed me
to knock if you buck. Crime mob though.
Yeah, to just let that type of it made me feel validated. Like, what? I'm not the only one who wants to say 12 bad words in a row. Like, oh yeah, to a beat. Like, because I'm young, I don't know. So I'm thinking, if I can repeat this song, then I'm the artist dude in here because I've crossed the line. You know, that's what Cardi's doing. Everything she's doing, girls have been laughed about. Like, don't be acting ratchet. Now it's like ratchet's cool.
So it's like the ratchet takeover.
It is.
It's like the most ratchet summer in hip hop history for
they want to do. Man, you got Megan Thee Stallion, dude, the hot girls, man,
they're not promoting thought. They're promoting anybody do what you feel like doing, and then it becomes chaos.
Yeah, like you said.
Lock the men up.
Hold on, man. That shit right
there.
You don't know what you said, man. You said some deep shit with the chaos thing. It's the at the end of the day, it's the pushing agenda. They are been saying I got my own, I don't need no man, but now it's the hot girl summer. This little hot girl shit is taking over.
But I remember I was just talking to Ike, and we was talking about when Rakim, was it Eric B and all them started rapping about positive stuff and trying to move the black community and more to like, you know, having more words.
That's revisionist history.
Yeah.
Rakim was talking about dope dealers and all that shit. I know what you're saying. He could just rap. He was lyrical as fuck, but he on his album cover with them niggas paid in full, nigga. They was talking about dope.
Yeah. And then you got, you know, like the fight the power and all that stuff. But then it was like how
I understand what you're saying. Because they start pushing the NWA shit.
Then they came in.
Biggest fan of NWA. I didn't understand it as a youth, but they used that stuff to push debauchery. We wanted to fucking shoot somebody. I wanted to shoot somebody in the face when I was 12 because of the music I was listening to, man. Listen, I was in Addison, Indiana, taking pictures like this in 1995. Cause Tupac did it. You know what I'm saying? Music got a control over you, man, that you ain't and they know this shit. That's why they promote certain things.
Yeah.
Which leads me to this. The Billboard single record has been rewritten as far as having the #1 song in the country.
Well, Nas X.
Javaris, homie.
Come on, cuz.
I can't forgive you for that. I can't forgive that shit.
I don't know what this nigga talking about for real.
Okay.
He's still #1?
He I think, 17 weeks?
Yeah.
Whatever it is, he just passed Mariah Carey's song with Boys to Men, One Sweet Day. I think that was the song. He's beating legends. Quality songs, historical songs that are... I listen to One Sweet...
Songs,
you go on YouTube right now and listen to One Sweet Day a cappella, huh?
He ain't beating legends. I know exactly what you're talking about. That One Sweet Day.
Man, listen.
No homo. I go to sleep to that when I was younger.
They say the longest running.
No, I know what you're saying. I believe in what the numbers say, but I believe that we all, I think,
the agenda
agree. There's an agenda. Yeah. Somebody's saying, let me go and buy 1 million more of those because I'm investing in the chaos and the ignorance of what's happening. Because now you're overshadowing people like Tekashi, Lil Nas X, all these cats is overshadowing legends.
Yeah.
And it's just what's happened with the NBA. If you allow stats to replace what the eye test says, then you're going to forget about what really mattered, who really mattered.
Exactly. Mariah Carey did what was considered the classy thing, I guess, sending love and congrats to Lil Nas X on breaking one of the longest running records in music history. We've been blessed to hold the record with the song that means a great deal to Boys to Men and myself and has touched so many. Keep living your best life, you queen. She didn't say that part. One Sweet Day will always hold a special place in my heart, and I want to thank everyone who's told me how this song has affected them and their loved ones.
Ain't nobody
if you go on YouTube and listen to One Sweet Day a cappella, one of the best a cappella shit you're gonna ever hear in your life. Powerful, dope ass song. This song, coincidentally, I can't wait for it to end. I'm gonna say this, and I mean it from the. I've never heard that song the whole way through. Never.
You actually have.
No, the fuck I have.
No, I'm not saying that like you have, but I'm saying when you, because I think I've heard the whole thing, but it just repeated it.
Oh,
Just wrote it
yeah,
down, like,
yeah.
couple lyrics, and that was it. Like, and they just, it's a marketing thing. Like, One Sweet Day came out when? Because I know it's before 2000.
95.
So she's doing that without the internet as we know it
No.
today.
And I don't understand like how this.
And the song, you have to, the time, like he got lucky on what he did.
Was it lucky or was it strategically placed?
It was lucky, and then the strategy became an afterthought. Like,
Cause it was.
or do you think they?
I told you, man, that he wasn't some unknown motherfuckers how they tried to play it. Remember I told you he used to run a Nicki Minaj fan club.
Yeah, you did say that.
He wasn't, man, listen, this shit's a charade. Right? At this point in life, man, this shit's a game and everybody being played.
Because no powerhouses are speaking out against it. Because I hate to cut you off. Lil Archie, I think Archie, maybe one Lil Archie. We ready?
Yeah.
I still rolling.
That's my song.
I like that
But
shit.
he got shut down because the first thing people said on 103 is that, bro, if he don't get another song, he's a one-hit wonder.
Yeah.
Chingy, kind of a one-hit wonder.
No matter, he's a one-hit wonder. Lil Nas X,
But
this is his rod.
But nobody's saying, bro, you a one-hit wonder, turn that crap off, bro. We done with that. And kill his career the way.
When was that? When did that song come out?
Which one?
The Archie shit. That like 03. No, about 05.
No, it was before. It was 01, 02.
I'm about to say 02.
Because I was in high school.
The thing with it though, it's a different era for music. Had Soulja Boy came out when the internet was. Had he not been creating the internet, had that came out during the internet, it would have. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
But the thing with this is, this song had a whole. This song has a mixed crossover appeal. First off, it's the country shit. Then you get the controversy. See, the controversy came out before he came out and admitted he liked balls.
Yeah.
They was mad because it was #1 on the country charts.
Right.
So anytime you get any kind of anger and shit that adds fire to the fire, then you get Enterprise and Billy Ray Cyrus to hop on it. So it leads some country credibility. So it's a lot of things that went into play and stuff, and I don't know, man. Congratulations. At the end of the day, he shut some shit down. It's not my cup of tea. It's not my song, but I'm so far removed from what's cool and what's not cool and shit, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, because didn't Nelly do something with McGraw?
Tim McGraw. Yeah.
You would have thought something like that would have. I mean,
But see,
I didn't like that song, but it kind of had a better catch than what
It did. I
this is
mean,
doing.
it was.
Jay-Z and Linkin Park did one that was off the chain. I like that.
But Linkin Park are not like
I know.
they not super mainstream type shit. Like we know them because of Jay-Z, or we casually seen their names and stuff. But if you seen Linkin Park walking down the hall, you wouldn't know who the fuck they was. Would you know anybody in Linkin Park?
No. I
So-
wouldn't know Linkin Park.
Right, but I don't know, man. It's definitely not my demographics. You said you fuck with Chance the Rapper. He brought his little shit out.
Yeah, some little shit.
I definitely couldn't get into this shit. Album called The Big Day.
That shit.
Chance the Rapper really talented. He's a really talented artist.
He is
If you ever get a
talented.
chance, check out that fucking acid rap. If I'm just gonna sit here without putting too much thought into it, I'll say that acid rap is top 5 all-time mixtapes I ever heard in my fucking life. I ever heard in my fucking life.
I might go listen to
This shit is retarded. The music is incredible. The songs, it's a hell of a fucking album. I love that shit. I can't remember when that shit came out, but I was just listening to that shit this weekend. That acid rap is fucking incredible. But he's been downhill since then, as far as I'm concerned. And that came out in 2013. Enough of the salacious and the hip hop and the ignorance. Hassan posted a article/video in the group chat, and I definitely want to talk about this and shit. Get y'all opinions about it. as I look for it in the group chat messages. You know what I'm talking about, because you're the one who posted it. It was about some kind of AI technology. There's fake videos of real people and how to spot them. They'd open up showing this video of four videos of Obama talking, and I think the guy name was Jackie Chan. Some Asian guy asked which one was Barack Obama.
Jet Li, man.
Yeah, I said the bottom left one. Wait, did you pick one?
I said the top left.
I couldn't even decide.
And none of them was real. It was all artificially intelligent. Unless you see the video, you won't get fully what we're talking about. But you can find it. You can look up fake videos of real people and how to spot them. It's scary, man. What was your thoughts when you checked it out? So,
I'm trying to think of what made me think about, so I'm gonna come back to that point. But it makes sense that they can do this. I've seen this somewhere. I feel like Mission Impossible, because that's what it reminded me of. Mission Impossible, when they made the mask for the cats to wear, and they used the 3D, and you laugh back then like, well, they can't just scan a face and then in 30 seconds he's got a new mask, he can jump off the cliff. But they really saying, I think somebody said something about pictures on Facebook when we was having a discussion of how they don't like, somebody posted something on Facebook. It was like one of them copy and paste, but I think those are fake, where it's like, disclaimer, I'm putting this on my Facebook to let everybody know that you can't use none of my pages, please repost. And that stuff don't work.
No, that shit don't work.
But it made me think, what were they asking? And people can look at, all the computer program needs is just any picture of you.
Right.
Doesn't matter which way you facing, doesn't matter what expression you're making, and then after that they can 3D render your entire head, and your mouth will move in the words or whatever they want you to say.
Damn.
And then they showed the clip where they took George Bush having a talk, and they put like 9 celebrities, and they all mimic George Bush's facial expressions, but in their own face. So it's like my face is following George Bush's, Obama's, and it's like
they use Arnold Schwarzenegger in one of them.
It's like you can't defeat that, because now there's really asking the world, how do you know what's real and what's not? And we're not ready for that.
And the implications, man, like what they can. Do you know how they can fucking set you up? Like what can?
That's the first thing I thought about.
Don't nobody give a shit about DNA when they see you fucking doing it.
It's on the tape.
Right.
Who's this? Who is this thing? You know what I mean?
I've seen a semblance of this on a Vlad TV interview with Lord Jamar. Excuse me. They had him. It was an interview that he had previously done, but they changed all his clothes. Like they put a Golden State hat on him, a different shirt and everything. He said he looked there like, what in the fuck? I ain't got that hat. I don't got none of that shit. What's this? But it's just like, it's scary. Mm-hmm. It's scary, man, because they can blame you for. You gotta be on your fucking best behavior, man, and you have to have receipts of everything you done. But even, it's crazy, man. But
I got family members who won't be on Facebook.
Yeah,
like they are. She's against it. Like people take pictures in her home, she snaps on them. Yeah. These are the things that she's always thought would be possible one day. Like I've always asked people, what y'all gonna do when Facebook's done in 30 years or whatever? All these pictures that are just floating around.
The picture shit, I understand people's apprehension in there.
Because everybody don't take quality pictures. Some people just rowdy and raunchy and just ratchet, and one day it's not gonna be okay. And you're gonna wish you could go back and delete something.
Yeah.
You know?
But the thing is though, my thing, like when the little face app, I remember that shit that you fucked with, then 10 hours later, everybody. Shout out to Jason. Jason Ritchie, our buddy, coming from time to time. He had did that shit probably about 3 weeks before anybody when he was on that album.
Oh yeah, he did.
Hell yeah.
He did.
But everybody was talking about the face app program. They said how they got the rights to your picture if you upload them on the site. Newsflash. They got a camera on every fucking corner of this world. They got pictures that'll take your. They got satellites that'll take your picture. There's no secrets.
That's what I was saying.
There's no secrets.
Yeah, okay.
I always say that I don't do shit to get exposed. You know what I'm saying? Most thing you can say is he flicked the booger and shit out the window. That's my secret and shit.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna have me on camera and shit doing no sick shit. You know what I'm saying? So, people fear so-called big brother, big government, and what they see you doing or how they can use your picture more than they fear the Most High.
I was about to make that connection. The
Most High see everything, and He holds judgment. He can destroy you for what you do. But we've been cultured to be dissuaded from worry about what He thinks about us, but we more concerned about what the government, what somebody gonna think, what somebody comment in your picture. And it's a weird world, man. Like the shit is way deeper than we can even go into in one episode. But I think I talked about it before. But Project Bluebeam, if you haven't checked it out before, check out Project Bluebeam. It's crazy, man. These and you mentioned the Mission Impossible movie, man. These motherfuckers, by the time they introduce something, I guarantee you that they had the technology for over 30 years before they introduced something to the public eye. It's shit people don't know. We've been conditioned to think that ancient civilizations were less intelligent than us, caveman type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Our ancestors was never on no caveman shit. You know what I'm saying? That's people in the Caucasus Mountains type shit like that. But it's certain ancient civilizations that had things that was similar to airport landing strips or electricity. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. It's hard for us to believe because we've been conditioned to think a certain way, like that we are constantly embarking on new technology, but we've been dumbed down. The world has gotten dumber as time is going on. You have to understand that at earlier parts of history, people were more closer to Elohims, or what people call gods.
Yeah.
It was more direct influence. And over the period of time, things have become more obscure, and that's where you get things like occult. When people say things are occult means secret. That's what that shit means, like hidden secrets. If you ever check out shit like the old Indiana Jones movies, I don't know if y'all ever checked them out, but them motherfuckers got a lot of shit that talks about these things, how ancient civilizations and things like that had technology that far surpasses what we got now.
Yeah.
And that's why you see these goofy white people trying to embark on hell yeah, because they trying to find that ancient technology and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy though, man.
The Sorcerer's Stone.
Before we
Infinity Stone.
on everything, hold on, because you making fun of that shit. If you see in Captain America, the first thing it's trying to do was get that Tesseract. When the World War II ended, they took the majority of them Nazi scientists and shit and brought them over here and gave them asylum to get their technology. It was said that they were dealing with I'll say fallen angels and demons, but they'll say aliens. That's like some shit that's where Hitler got the Aryan shit from, the Nordics. Mm-hmm. They think he talking about blonde hair, blue eyes, as regular ass people. These are what they call, some people call them ascended masters, some people call them gods. But it was like motherfuckers who look like Thor type motherfuckers who have power and shit. And it's crazy. Listen, I'm blowing motherfuckers' mind, but they say it's like a civilization that live inside the earth. People don't want to believe this shit, man, but this is what Hitler was believing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And somehow they got thwarted. And other people say that they were trying to open up a portal. We live in a supernatural world, man. And they said that some of them people that they was over there burning, they were sacrificing to their deities and stuff. Mm-hmm. Trying to open up portals. If you ever get a chance, look up CERN. Where they trying to open up portals and shit and release the fallen angels who've been locked up. It's crazy, man. Mm. But on a lighter note, wrap it up with this. Carmelo Anthony said he wants a farewell tour.
He said he wants a farewell tour?
Carmelo, let me say this real quick. Carmelo's not the kind of player. He's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah.
You would love to see Carmelo get the proper send-off.
He's going to get it, but keep going.
You think he should get it?
Should, no. I mean, not like this. The greats don't care like that.
Oh, they care, but usually they are in the league. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he's not going out gracefully. He's not quite Dwight Howard with it. I mean, Dwight Howard's a Hall of Fame player, first ballot, but his career is sour. Carmelo's not there.
Dwight gonna ask for one too. I
He's
think the ones
definitely
who were
not getting
supposed to be greater than what they maybe are deemed to be, it's a political move. Like, I feel like that's what it is. Like he's coming out and he's making it known that yes, I want a farewell tour, because that's a way of saying, hey, I only want one more year. Just let me stay one more week. Get my farewell tour, you know, and then we can break up. That's how you tell the girls. Just one more week till I get that paycheck and we can break up. You know? And he just wants another opportunity to get in. Then when you get in, you talk to the owners, you hit a couple shots. Then people start saying, bro, he might have something left.
He might have another.
But in order to get in, nobody's going to let him get in. So he's trying to get in on the sympathy part, which is, it's just a farewell tour. Look at Vince over there. Vince Carter, when the last time Vince Carter played defense? Don't nobody talk about that.
How the fuck is Vince Carter still in the league?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Last time Dirk played defense, he just left.
I dare forget when I got up one morning.
The thing-
Carmelo, last thing I was Carmelo, he shouldn't be out like this, because if you and LeBron really boys, bro, you should have his spot already. Simple as that. But
The thing with those players, though, the Vince Carter and Dirk, they knew when it was over. They were willing to take a lesser role in their organization. Where Carmelo still think that he still think it's 07 and he's in Denver and he's doing the thing. He don't realize how
they say
limited he
he
is.
said, or somebody reported, he said he's not against that.
Against what?
Taking a lesser role.
But and in all fairness and all due respect to Carmelo, the Thunder or the Rockets, they both were bad fits for him. Considering him to be the third option, for Carmelo to be viable or productive for a team, I think that he has to have a 6-man role. He has to be in there with a unit where he's depended upon for scoring, and he has to play with the facilitating point guard. Would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think Carmelo at this point, I think he got more left than what. Like I was all for.
Kobe got more left.
Kobe
They all got something left in them. That's why I said big three, but Carmelo missed his window, man. And somebody, I think he what's it called when you like spit a somebody, like he showed them up. Because when he got that money from New York and he posted that picture talking about he good when he went to OKC, he said, we good over here.
He did what now?
Because he still got the money from New York and he went to OKC and he posted a picture because everybody was talking about it. He posted a picture drinking wine or something, you know, talking about he's good, you know. He missed his opportunity for a farewell tour. Because when is the last time Carmelo, you sat down and said, bro, Melo about to play, I'm about to... Ain't nobody at the park talking about Melo. When he hoodie Melo, that was his opportunity. That was his farewell time. Because he should have came out and gave us some hoodie Melo and left.
But at the time, he was like, what, 33, 34, 30?
That was it. Because now they thinking, all right, we really don't need Carmelo. When you got Siakam, no disrespect, you got the big dude down in Houston, you don't really need the type of skill big that Carmelo used to be. And you have to pay him that price tag. Now we're going to get somebody that won't make no noise.
So he's like a running back now.
A diva. They don't want no divas at that position. He don't do enough. Like they shifting how they see the league. That's why Dwight gone. Because Dwight asked for too much. He brings bad luck or he brings like fault. Like if it's some random big dude, they're not gonna blame him. If it's Dwight, he gonna get blamed. You don't need that, man.
Yeah.
I guess they don't need that. And Dwight doing other things that are unseeming.
One last thing. If you did give Carmelo a farewell tour, where would he be at?
Atlanta somewhere, or well, no, New York. Since they're saying it's
that bridge is burned.
And so he can't go to Denver because they really trying to play for something.
That was my first thought too.
And so he shouldn't be in Denver. And that's the problem. That's the best question. Where?
Lakers definitely have a spot for him.
Where do you do it? You can't do farewell tour on a team you ain't never contribute nothing to.
He has to be in the running for a ring. Let's say in LA, or he can come off the bench in Milwaukee.
You gotta go to New York Knicks and do a farewell tour, and if that can't happen,
What about a bench role? Hold on, in Philly.
I figured it out, but farewell tour again. You talk about a team that's supposed to be going to playoffs. You can't be talking about Melo's farewell tour. It's like one or the other. They gonna blame everything on Melo. Y'all weren't focused because it was all about Melo this year. Jersey swapping. His farewell tour, and I'm talking straight to Carmelo. And if you don't, this is all due respect.
Go hit the camera then.
All due respect, Carmelo. His greatest years were where? His greatest accomplishment.
Denver. Oh, they already said it's over. They not bringing it back to the Olympics.
Ain't none of the big dogs doing it.
They said they not going to send an invitation. I'm in agreement with that.
Let me have my farewell. Let me represent. I'm a veteran. I'm a leader. I'll still have to take a lesser role, but let me say farewell to Argentina, to Spain, because y'all know I gave y'all buckets. You know?
That's sad, man. That ain't sad to you? That shit's sad, man.
I feel bad for him.
You gotta go play amateur on your farewell tour.
That's not, damn, man.
We'll go back to Syracuse and do one more year, bro.
They give him a spot.
One more year.
They already said they wouldn't extend no invitation, but I definitely think they should. Because like you said,
he gonna get New York. He needs to force his way into New York.
Nobody want to fuck with Jim Dolan though.
I know. Somebody needs to put pressure on him, LeBron or somebody, and say, look, give this man his farewell tour. He gonna hand you back $5 million of the dollars, so he don't get no salary this year. He gonna pay y'all. Let him do his farewell tour.
He gonna pay y'all.
Hey. We'll wrap this up. This is episode 99. Episode 99, the Prelude to 100. You missed, man. We had a special guest to kick this off. Corey came through.
Did he really?
Yeah, he came out to check us out. Holler at us. Episode 100 coming up, man. We're going to do this big.
We're going to do it big.
It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be an invite-only situation. I don't want to call it a party, call it a celebration. It's gonna be an invite only. We just trying to figure out the venue and the date. We gotta make it coordinate with your upcoming schedule.
I'm free next week.
Yeah, we definitely ain't doing it next week.
No.
When you gonna?
That's going to postpone.
Okay, that's good.
I'm not here.
That's good.
I got some things I got to handle on the home front.
That's what's up. It's probably gonna be in a couple weeks, man. We might be on a 2-week regular hiatus. A 2-week too.
Cause come back.
Cause we gonna have a dope ass celebration, man. It's gonna be invite only, VIP. I'm gonna dress like I'm on Grand Theft Auto.
I probably wear a suit.
I might wear a polka dot hat or some shit.
Man,
I'm gonna lay my fit out the night before.
then you gonna do it, man.
I'm gonna take a picture of mine.
We gonna do it big.
It's gonna be fun, man. I might rent a red carpet. I might rent a red carpet in a limo.
Might, man. Put some roses on that motherfucker. Put some lights down the strip. I order some more.
Hey, hold on. You see Javar looking up like he pictured it and shit. Yeah, he went off at the la later. Put some roses and shit. Which is
any special guests that we think about?
It's gonna be a few people that been on the show, things to that sort, but it's gonna be real exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Where I might Dave Chappelle put your phone in his bag. Huh?
It's a whole event.
We want to do something, man.
Like a DJ and a bartender.
I mean, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know.
But that could be conceivable.
Some
It's a party, man.
It's gonna be dope, man.
Drink.
It's gonna be dope as fuck, man.
Might even find
We
a
are the best podcast, and I say that unabashedly. I guarantee we the best motherfuckers and shit. Shout out to the motherfuckers who lazily made they come back there with a swagger jacket, my shit. They said that they ain't got no. They said they ain't got no TMZ topics. They got a podcast that's predicated on real topics. Guaranteed they seen when I posted that shit earlier this year. You remember when I said that? Mm-hmm. Anyway, what I'm thinking about? You got anything you want to say? First off, man, shout out to you, man. I don't really want to talk about too much personal shit, but you lost somebody who meant a lot to you. Your grandfather, somebody who had a profound effect on you, man. You my brother and shit, so I just wanted you to know. And you already know it, man, that, you know what I'm saying, I always say like whatever I can do, let me know and shit, whether I can or can't. But man, I just want to, you know what I'm saying, say on air, sorry for your loss. I know it's tremendous loss, not only for you, but for your whole family. And I know he had a big influence on you as a man, and he helped you become the man that you are. And I always tell you all the time, man, that you my closest friend, one of my closest friends. You intelligent, and I can tell that you got it from somebody, you know, with a strong background. So again, man, sorry about your loss, and I'm just glad that you got to appreciate the time that you did with your grandfather. Anything y'all say in closing?
Man, shit. Make sure you look out for your invitations, cause you ain't get one, you ain't getting in.
Ain't nothing at the door knocking, and you can't be on that. And if we invite you, Nicky, there too, to not be in this motherfucker man twerking.
Man, don't bring 65 street rats, man, in this motherfucker, man. Please, man.
Ooh.
Invite only, not invite plus fucking.
Hey, we gonna have future bodyguard at the door.
Future bodyguard.
Nah, but man, make sure y'all check out the upcoming episode, man, releasing on Friday. And like I said, man, that 100 episode coming up, man, we doing the
It'll be
BRG.
5. One flavor's coming out.
Hey, I might push that shit back.
You pushing it back?
Yeah, my computer jammed on me. That shit really fucked me up when my computer crashed on me. So,
Okay.
man, I might push that shit back, man.
Anything you want to say?
Man, yeah, appreciate the words. It's a different outlook, man. When you, because I've always been one. I ain't gonna take long, but I've always been one to not show emotions, and because it never was close to home, and the closer it gets to home, the more it really is real.
Yeah.
You know, because when you're young, you're a kid like his age, you see great aunts or great grandparents who you really didn't know. You see everybody's reaction, but like Latour's know, this is my story. I had the exodus from Atlanta at 18. My parents kicked me out. So the dad that I had since 18 years old to 33, that's 25 years, and I'm only 33. Wait a minute, that's damn math. Bro.
This nigga a math teacher.
I used to be a math teacher. That's about 15 years, 10 something years. My years is off now, 13 years.
Man,
13 years. But it's like a dad, even though I know he's granddad, but yeah, there's a lot that can be said. But yeah, it was good to see the type of effect he had on everybody that he met and ran across. And it's weird, to this day I still meet random people who know him. And you know, so it's a big it's sad only because how do you end up getting to that level of being a man? Somebody who never ever, and I was talking never ever, needed any name brand clothes. He didn't need no materialistic. I ain't never see him. I don't think he's ever went the desire to buy a car. The only car I've ever known he was given as a gift. And if that didn't break down, he would still have that. Like he would get, you know, because he would travel with, like, the only story I'll tell, he traveled with Mike Tyson. You know, Mike Tyson would put him up, the whole entourage, but he'd put him up in big time hotels. My granddad would always tell Mike Tyson, I don't know if he could ever get his wish, because Mike's probably not going to do it like that, but he always told Mike Tyson, don't give me no big room at the Marriott. He said, how much this, because one time we was in the suite, and he got the presidential suite. We ring the doorbell, order an ice cream and shit, but my granddad said, look, don't spend $1,000-something in his room. Give me that cash. Let me go to the Days Inn. Now I can feed my family for the next however long. You know, I don't, and it was never a facade. He really did not care about the materialistic things in this world. You know, he loved family, community, and finding your way spiritually. That's it. And so it's a wake-up call, man. It goes granddad, dad, and then you.
Yeah.
In our perfect world, right?
Yeah.
So
Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. But again, man, shout out to you, man. You said a mouthful, man, and people with influence like that, you glad to see it resonate. I got a chance to stop by up there, and I seen a big crowd. And you know, I said what kind of person was based on the respect that they command, not only for their peers, but for people who come up under them. Again, look out for episode 100 coming up again. Shout out to Corey for stopping through. Shout out to everybody who listened.
CQ.
We'll be on a hiatus, maybe 2 weeks. But definitely, next time you see us, I'm gonna be flashy. Beard gonna be lined up on my Beijing, this motherfucker.
So you might Beijing.
No, I'm not. I'm bullshit. I got a little bit ahead of myself, but we'll catch y'all on the best podcast you never heard of.
The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.